Hey guys, it's Vita from ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of June. Now, these messages may not resonate with every Libra out there, so please just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Okay, Libra, what do we have for you today? Let's see. You know, right off the bat, it kind of feels like you're starting June feeling more like yourself. Okay, like you've got something to say and you're not in the mood to hold it in anymore. Okay, now you might not have it all figured out yet, okay, but something about you feels louder, clearer, maybe even a little more unfiltered, okay, and honestly, it's about time. Let me just see here. You know, it feels like people are going to be testing you this month, okay? Or at least it feels like that. You know, it's almost like everyone suddenly wants something from you. Or they have like all these opinions about what you're doing, okay? There's this constant like tug on your energy, okay? And you're trying to like keep your peace without totally snapping, okay? But also, it kind of feels like, you know, you have that energy where, you know, like if one more person crosses the line, I am gonna snap. Okay, that's what it feels like. You know, you're showing up a little bolder than usual, okay? You know, you've been tired of pretending things don't bother you. Maybe you're changing the way you carry yourself, or maybe you're finally doing stuff that you haven't got to in a while. You know, either way, people are noticing, and trust me, that's not a bad thing, okay? You know, I'm also picking up that something's been on your mind lately, okay? Like a choice or a situation or a person you can't really ignore anymore, okay? You've been trying to brush it off, but it's time to be honest with yourself, okay? What do you actually want? Like, what are you done pretending is fine? Okay, you really need to ask yourself those questions. Now, you've also been doing your own kind of healing, it feels like, okay? Even if no one else sees it, you're doing it. Something that used to really bother you doesn't really bother you as much anymore, okay? Maybe you're still a little guarded, but maybe not as much, okay? And that's great, okay? That's progress, that's growth, okay? Don't downplay it. You know, it kind of feels like your schedule or your energy might feel like a mess lately, okay? It's like a lot going on there. It's like no matter how much you try to balance everything, something's got to mess it up, okay? And yeah, it's frustrating, okay? But you're not failing. You're just spread thin, okay? Take the pressure off. Focus on what matters right now, okay? Not what looks good on paper. Just see. You know, part of you wants to like shake things up, okay? But you're also second guessing every step, okay? It's like 1 minute you're ready to just like dive right in, and the next minute you're questioning if you even care, all right? That's not laziness, okay? What that is, it's burnout and doubt just crashing into each other, okay? Don't force yourself to do something just because you feel like you're behind and you have to do it. You're gonna stress yourself out even more like that. You know, it feels like things are dragging a little bit with work or just like personal stuff. You know, you might feel stuck or like, you know, your efforts aren't getting you anywhere fast, you know? It's annoying. But, you know, maybe this slow pace is giving you a chance to like rethink the way you're doing things, or reminding you that, you know, shortcuts aren't always worth it. You know, I'm picking up that your confidence is starting to build up again. Slowly but surely, you're remembering You don't need approval to do what feels right for you, okay? When you trust yourself, that's what's going to carry you way further than anyone's validation ever could. And honestly, the right people aren't going to drain you, okay? They won't make you second guess your worth or your place in their lives, okay? Let yourself just lean into, those connections that feel easy, that feel real, that are mutual, okay? You deserve to feel safe being yourself. June's giving you clarity, okay? Even if it has to come, through chaos, okay? It's not about being perfect or having it all together. It's about getting honest about what you're done dealing with, okay? You're not here to keep pretending you're fine when you're not, okay? You're allowed to be you. You're allowed to say no and want more, okay, without apologizing about it. Okay, that's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying my readings, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Okay, if you would like a personal reading with me, you can go right to my website, ViLoEnergyHealing.com, or you can message me on any of my social media platforms. All right, thanks for watching, and until next time, sending you love and light.